The first thing to review when the first thing to ask when reviewing the event was it successful? I believe it was successful for many reasons. The first including that we wanted to start it because we could cure boredom for people during the current circumstances, and we feel throughout the hour people were engaged and having a good time whilst playing our event. The second reason we feel it was successful was because we wanted to raise money for charity, and we did this by all of the entry money given from the people entering our event was given straight to charity. So we feel it was successful through that as well. Also, I feel the event was successful because of the way it ran. It ran very smoothly. There was very little inconveniences or anything that went wrong, so it helped the event to keep a nice flow to it, and it also made it more enjoyable as well for people playing. Another way you could tell the event was a success was because of the communication between the organisers of the event and the competitors. It was very clear. There was no real communication errors. Like, it was easy to communicate back and forward, and it helped to keep a nice smooth run to the event as a whole. The second thing to review when seeing if this was a success was, did our event achieve its purpose? I feel it did achieve the purpose because we wanted to help donate some more money to charity, and we did that as previously stated. Through all the entry money that we got, we gave it straight to charity, so I feel like it did achieve its purpose there. Also, I feel that the event met one of its purposes as well, as we wanted to cure boredom. This was due to the current circumstances people find themselves in, and we feel they did that throughout the hour, as they were very engaged within our event, and they also looked like they was enjoying themselves a lot more because we got a lot of positive feedback from it. So I feel like we achieved that as well. The next thing to look at when reviewing our event is to do a formative assessment. This was what we reviewed during the event. So to get an idea of how we thought it was going, we asked feedback to the competitors on how they feel the event was running. This feedback was mostly positive feedback, so we feel it gave us a good idea that the event was running quite smoothly. We also wanted to keep this up, so the way we've done this was through a group discussions amongst the organisers of the event, so we could discuss what we feel was going well, what we might need to change as well. But it was all mostly positive, so we got a good idea that the event was running positive. The next thing to look at when reviewing our event was a summative assessment. This is what you review after the event is done. We wanted to do this because it could allow us to get a better idea of where we could have improved the event and what to do better next time. And we've done this through looking at the feedback we managed to get through the participants, and also we discussed it within a group chat amongst the organisers of the event on how we feel it could have went better and what we can do better next time. Through reviewing the summative assessment and the formative assessment, we come to the conclusion that our strengths throughout the tournament were strong communication between us and the participants. We managed to get back to them really quickly, and it was an easy line of communication between us. Also, we feel our strength was to really quickly sort out the draws of who was playing who next. That was very effective. The next thing to look at was our weaknesses. We had a few throughout the event, and the first one was our timing. We were waiting for participants a lot of the time, which did delay the event. We managed to communicate with them effectively, but we should have probably been stricter with timing. The next weakness was hold that thought. The final thing to look at with reviewing our event is areas we could have improved. The first area we could have improved was to allow more games to be played. We decided to come up with this as an area to improve because the people who went out in the first round of the event only got to play one game. There was no other games for them. This could mean it wasn't as enjoyable for some people. So yeah, we could have definitely worked on that. We could have done that a lot better. Another way we could have improved the event was to add a stricter timing schedule. This would mean that the participants have to be on time and we weren't waiting around for them. This would improve the event by making it run smoother than it already did, and also if people are waiting around a lot more, they might lose interest in the event and they might get bored a lot quicker. So the role I undertook within the event was the media officer. To evaluate the effectiveness of my role, I feel my strengths were getting the information out there to the potential participants, but also keeping all the key information in a confined space. This would help keep them engaged whilst reading and help keep their attention. I feel what my weaknesses were that I could have maybe promoted the health and safety area a lot better. Throughout my role in the event, I feel like my weaknesses were my lack of knowledge on how to use other media platforms. This was a weakness because I feel like it prevented us from gaining more participants, as we couldn't reach out to a wider audience on different platforms. Yeah, I feel like this is one of my weaknesses. Another weakness of mine was probably I could have probably been a bit faster to reply to any messages sent directly to the Instagram account. I know this is a problem because it was mentioned by some other participants, as it took me a while to get back to them when they were finally in the event. The final thing we have to look at is how well did I adapt to certain situations. I feel like I adapted okay, but there wasn't really many situations for me to adapt to. The only incident we had was that the Instagram account password was forgotten, and it was within our plans to give everyone the passwords. They can all chip in and get the information they needed. So obviously we could do this anymore. So to resolve this issue, what I've done was to screenshot any key information and upload it into a group chat we made. So everyone had the information still without even needing the password. So I feel I adapted okay to these certain situations.